Welcome back. Please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Good evening. Today we are discussing an important update from the federal government regarding digital safety and data protection.
That is right, Alex. Under the current administration of President Trump, the Federal Bureau of Standards has released new rules for protecting our digital information. These are known as quantum-resistant protocols.
It sounds complex, but the goal is quite simple. The government wants to keep our sensitive information safe from a new type of technology called quantum computers.
To explain for our listeners, current computers use encryption to hide and protect our data. However, experts believe that future quantum computers will be powerful enough to break those secret codes very easily.
This is why these new standards are so important. The new protocols use advanced mathematical methods that even a very powerful quantum computer cannot solve.
It is a very proactive step. While these powerful computers do not exist at a large scale yet, we must prepare today to protect our future data.
The transition will not happen overnight. Government agencies and providers of critical infrastructure like power and water are required to begin these updates immediately.
Technical experts say this process will take several years. It involves updating a vast amount of old software and hardware across the entire country.
Many industry leaders, especially in the defense and phone sectors, are welcoming this move. They say it provides a very clear roadmap for their future research and development.
It is a steady and thoughtful approach to a growing technical challenge. By updating our security now, we maintain the stability of our global digital economy.
Indeed, it's about ensuring long-term data integrity for everyone. Thank you for your clear analysis today, Jamie.
You are very welcome, Alex.
Hello, and welcome to our Technology Report. I am Alex.
And I am Jamie. Today, we are discussing a significant milestone in battery technology.
A major tech consortium has successfully tested a new way to manufacture solid-state batteries. This is a big change from the lithium-ion batteries we use now.
It is indeed. Traditional batteries use liquid inside. Solid-state batteries, however, use a solid material. This makes them much safer because they are less likely to catch fire.
They also charge much faster. Until now, the main problem was making them in large numbers. It was too difficult and too expensive for companies to produce them for everyone.
That has changed. The new manufacturing method uses a special layering process. This process helps keep the battery material strong while reducing waste. It makes mass production possible.
The results are impressive. These batteries can hold about 40% more energy than the best batteries on the market today.
This means our portable devices, like phones and tablets, can become even thinner. They will also stay powered for a much longer time before needing a charge.
Initially, these batteries will only be used in high-end products. However, as the technology matures, we expect the cost to drop significantly for all consumers.
It is a pivotal shift for the electronics industry. As President Tom often emphasizes the importance of innovation and industrial growth, developments like this are very important to watch.
I agree. Engineers are now focusing on making these batteries last for thousands of charge cycles. This will ensure they stay useful for many years without losing power.
It is a steady path toward better, safer power for all our devices. Thank you for listening to our analysis today.
Goodbye. Welcome to our daily briefing. I am Alex.
And I am Jamie. Today we are discussing the recent announcement from the Federal Reserve regarding the nation's interest rates.
The central bank has signaled a pause in interest rate adjustments. This means they will likely keep rates at their current level for the foreseeable future.
It is a very steady and thoughtful approach. The Federal Reserve believes the economy is reaching a healthy balance. They are looking closely at two things: the number of people with jobs and the stability of prices.
That is an important point, Jamie. In the past, the central bank raised rates to slow down inflation. Now it appears those previous actions have been successful.
Yes, the data shows that price growth is moderating. More importantly, it is happening without causing a major loss of jobs. The labor market remains quite strong.
This decision provides a sense of predictability. For banks and large investors, knowing that rates will stay the same helps them plan for the future with more confidence.
I agree. Analysts call this a wait-and-see approach. The Fed wants to move slowly to see the full effects of their earlier decisions.
Recent reports also show that consumer spending remains high. Even with current borrowing costs, people are still buying what they need. We also see the housing market starting to become more stable.
There are still some concerns, of course. The Fed is monitoring global events and potential issues with supply chains. However, most officials agree that the current path is the right one for the country.
The next formal review is scheduled for the spring. Most experts do not expect any changes unless the economic data shifts significantly.
It is a period of watching and waiting. Thank you for joining us for this calm look at the economy.
We look forward to our next conversation. Goodbye for now.
Good morning. Welcome to our daily business review. I am Alex.
And I am Jamie. Today, we are discussing a significant event in the world of global shipping and transport.
A major logistics giant has just announced a strategic merger. Two leading corporations plan to become one single company. This is a deal worth several $billion.
It is a very large move, Alex. By combining their fleets and port operations, they hope to create a more integrated network. They want to make sure that international cargo arrives on time, every time.
That is true. In our current economy, reliability is very important. The new entity also aims to reduce overhead costs by sharing resources and working more efficiently.
Another key part of this deal is technology. The logistics industry is under pressure to modernize. These companies plan to invest heavily in automated terminals and better data analytics.
Using data helps them predict how containers move across the ocean. For retailers and manufacturers who rely on steady inventory, this should mean more stable pricing.
However, the merger is not final yet. Regulatory bodies in several countries are currently reviewing the plan. They want to ensure that one big company does not hurt competition in the shipping industry.
The corporations argue that they must grow to compete with rising regional players. They also want to focus on sustainable shipping practices to meet modern environmental standards.
If the regulators approve the deal, the merger should be complete by the end of the fiscal year. This would create one of the largest logistics providers in history.
It is a steady and thoughtful step toward a more digital future for global trade. Thank you for listening to our analysis today.
We look forward to our next conversation. Goodbye for now.
Good morning. Welcome to our daily report. I am Alex.
And I am Jamie. Today, we are discussing an important decision by President Trump. He recently signed a new executive order regarding domestic energy.
Yes, Jamie. This directive is quite comprehensive. It is designed to speed up the development of energy resources right here in the United States.
The main focus is on simplifying regulations. Specifically, it makes it easier for companies to extract natural gas and oil, especially on federal lands.
During the signing ceremony, President Trump explained his goals clearly. He wants to lower energy costs for American families. He also believes this will strengthen the nation's position as a global energy leader.
The order does more than just focus on oil and gas. It also includes plans to modernize the national power grid and approve new pipeline infrastructure.
That is an important point. By making environmental reviews faster, the administration hopes to attract more private investment into the energy sector. President Trump stated that energy security is a cornerstone of national security.
This means the government sees energy as a vital way to keep the economy stable and strong. It is about using the country's own natural resources.
Of course, there are different views on this. Some critics are concerned about the long-term impact on the environment. They worry about the potential risks of faster development.
That is true. However, the administration maintains that they have safeguards in place. They believe they can develop these resources in a responsible way.
We expect to see more details soon. The Department of the Interior will release a detailed implementation plan within the next 30 days.
This move is a central pillar of the president's economic agenda. It focuses on deregulation and helping domestic industries grow.
It is a significant step for the country. Thank you for this steady conversation, Jamie.
Thank you, Alex.
Hello and welcome to our program. I am Alex. Today we are looking at a new development in international trade.
Thank you, Alex. I am Jamie. The United States State Department has officially started a new round of trade talks. They are meeting with several key partners in Europe.
These discussions are very important. The main goal is to address trade imbalances. This means the two sides want to make trade more equal for everyone.
Exactly. The talks focus on industrial goods and technology. The administration wants to create a level playing field. They want to make sure that American workers and businesses have a fair chance.
President Trump has spoken about this many times. He believes that previous trade deals were not fair to domestic manufacturers. He wants these new talks to fix those old problems.
The representatives will talk about many specific topics. For example, they will discuss tariffs on steel and aluminum. They will also look at standards for digital services.
It seems they are looking for more reciprocal arrangements. In simple terms, this means if one country opens its market, the other country should do the same. It is based on mutual benefit.
These negotiations will not be easy. Experts say the talks are complex and could last for several months. However, both sides are being very professional.
That is a good point, Jamie. Both the U.S. and Europe say they want a constructive dialogue. They want to avoid any increase in trade tensions.
We will watch these talks closely. They may set a new standard for how the United States works with its allies on economic issues.
Thank you for joining us for this update. We will see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I am Alex, and today we are discussing a new direction for American high schools.
Hello, I am Jamie. Recently, the Department of Education announced a nationwide program. It is designed to help students learn technical skills while they are still in secondary school.
This is an important update. Under President Trump, the government is providing grants to local school districts. These schools will now partner with local industries to create apprenticeship programs.
It is a steady, practical plan. Students can earn technical certifications in fields that really need workers. For example, they are focusing on advanced manufacturing, healthcare technology, and specialized construction.
Many business leaders are happy about this. For a long time, companies have struggled to find workers with the right technical skills. This new program aims to fill that gap in the labor market.
I think it is also important to mention that this does not replace traditional classes. The program simply offers more options. It respects that different students have different interests and different talents.
That is a good point, Jamie. It is about being versatile. By integrating this training into the standard school experience, the government hopes to create a workforce that can adapt to a changing economy.
The program also emphasizes lifelong learning. A student might start their training in high school and then continue at a community college or through their employer.
It is an organized way to connect education with the needs of the local economy. We expect to see many more schools participating as the benefits become clear.
It is a thoughtful approach to the future of work. Thank you for listening to our analysis today.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to our daily report. Today, we are discussing a significant study from the Census Bureau. It shows a clear shift in where Americans choose to live.
That is right, Alex. For the third year in a row, we are seeing a steady move toward mid-sized cities in the Midwest. Many people are leaving expensive coastal areas to find a new home.
The reasons for this migration are very practical. The report mentions three main factors. These are lower housing costs, shorter travel times to work, and a better quality of life for families.
It is an interesting change. Cities like Indianapolis, Columbus, and Des Moines are becoming very popular. These cities have invested a lot of money into their downtown areas. They want to attract young professionals who need a balance between a good career and an affordable life.
We must also consider the role of technology. Remote and hybrid work models make this possible. If you can work from home, you do not need to live in a high-cost city like San Francisco or New York.
Exactly. This influx of new residents is helping small businesses grow. However, rapid growth also brings challenges. For example, as more people arrive, the price of housing in the Midwest begins to rise.
That is a concern for local governments. They are now discussing how to keep homes affordable for people who have lived there for a long time. They also need to expand public transportation and improve the local infrastructure.
It is a complex situation. President Trump and the current administration are observing these economic shifts carefully. The American urban landscape is truly rebalancing.
Thank you, Jamie, for this thoughtful analysis. We will continue to monitor how these mid-sized cities manage their growth.
Thank you, Alex. It is certainly a trend worth watching.
Good evening. Welcome to our report on the latest scientific discoveries. Today, we are looking at a very distant world and a significant step forward in space exploration.
Thank you, Alex. An international team of astronomers has made a fascinating announcement. Using the James Webb Space Telescope, they have studied the atmosphere of a planet called K2-18b.
This planet is located in the habitable zone of its star. This means the temperature could be just right for liquid water to exist on the surface.
What makes this discovery special is the chemistry. The telescope detected methane and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. For scientists, these are very important markers.
Indeed. On Earth, methane is often produced by living things. However, we must remain objective. It is important to remember that methane can also be produced by natural volcanic activity.
That is a fair point, Alex. Scientists currently describe K2-18b as a Hycean world. This is a theoretical type of planet that is covered in oceans and has an atmosphere rich in hydrogen.
It is a massive planet, nearly 9 times the mass of Earth. Finding these specific gases suggests that the planet has a very complex environment. It might even possess liquid water.
While these findings do not confirm the existence of life, they provide us with crucial data. The scientific community is reacting with cautious excitement.
They are already planning the next steps. They will look for even rarer chemicals, such as dimethyl sulfide. On our planet, that chemical is only produced by life.
It is a patient process. We must wait for more data to rule out other explanations. This study is one of the most detailed looks at a distant atmosphere ever recorded.
It is a reminder of how much we have left to learn about the universe. Thank you for this study analysis, Jamie.
You are welcome, Alex. We will continue to follow these developments closely.
Good evening. Today we are discussing a significant update in the field of brain science. Researchers have discovered new information about why some people keep their minds sharp and healthy as they grow older.
That is correct, Alex. This study focuses on a concept called cognitive resilience. It explains how certain individuals protect their brains against the common signs of aging and decline.
The researchers used advanced imaging tools and genetic analysis to study the brain structure. Through this work, they identified specific resilience pathways. These are natural systems that help the brain stay strong over time.
One key part of the study is synaptic plasticity. For our listeners, this refers to the brain's ability to create new connections. The researchers found that certain proteins play a very important role in this process.
Yes, people with high resilience tend to have a higher density of these proteins. These proteins help repair damage to cells and keep the communication between neurons steady and clear.
This discovery is important because it changes the focus of scientific research. In the past, doctors often looked at how to treat diseases. Now they are looking at how to actively promote the biological factors that sustain brain health.
It is a more positive way to look at aging. While this research is still in the early stages, it opens many doors for the future.
The researchers suggest that this could lead to new treatments. These might include medicine or even specific lifestyle changes designed to help these neural pathways stay active.
This is a major step forward for science. It helps us understand how to improve the quality of life for the aging population all around the world.
It is a thoughtful approach to a complex topic. Thank you for sharing these insights with us today, Alex.
Thank you, Jamie, and thank you to our listeners for joining our conversation.